News from within. Hello people, you are on the news channel from the inside. Here you will see what you cannot show and hide. Subscribe to know everything from inside. On December 26th, as a result of a fire attack on enemy positions in the Chaplinka area of the Kherson region, the occupiers lost about 50 dead. In Sevastopol, the aggressors intensified their campaign to enter military service under a contract in the armed forces of the Russian Federation. The armed forces hit the control post, 7 areas of concentration of manpower and military equipment, 2 ammunition depots, as well as an important military object of the occupiers. An oil refinery is on fire in the Iranian city of Erbil. In Russia, a military unit of the 150th Division broke out in Novocherkassk. According to local media, one of the buildings burned out completely. The building was built in 2016, but apparently, fire safety measures were not observed there. The Russians are probably preparing a massive attack for the holidays, but even the weather is on Ukraine's side. This was reported by the spokeswoman of OK South Natalia Gumenyuk. There may well be an attack, but even nature is on our side. So far, the stormy sea has driven all missile carriers to their bases, and has even significantly reduced the number of ships in the Black Sea. It has shrunk to 3 units, Gumenyuk said. However, she reminded that 2 to 3 hours are enough to return missile carriers to combat duty and inflict damage. During his address, President Volodymyr Zelensky presented the commander of the Ukrainian HIMARS battery with an award from US President Joe Biden. Earlier, Zelensky awarded this commander with the Cross of Combat Merit, but he asked to give his award to Biden. When Zelensky was in the USA and met with Biden, he gave him the Cross of Combat Merit. In response, the American president handed over a medallion that is worn in the USA Army. During his address, President Volodymyr Zelensky presented the commander of the Ukrainian HIMARS battery with an award from US President Joe Biden. Earlier, Zelensky awarded this commander with the Cross of Combat Merit, but he asked to give his award to Biden. When Zelensky was in the USA and met with Biden, he gave him the Cross of Combat Merit. In response, the American president handed over a medallion that is worn in the USA Army. The Ukrainian pilot called on the United States to provide the country with F-16 fighters. Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion of Russia into Ukraine, the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine has been performing a wide variety of combat tasks, and even those that were not technically planned at the stage of designing the aircraft that are in service with our country. According to pilot Karya, the defense forces need F-16s to neutralize the enemy's superiority in technology. We will be able to serve them and, most importantly, thanks to our Western partners, we will have no shortage of means of defeat. These are the main points why the F-16, Vadim Voroshilov told Ukrainian journalists. Budanov in Bakhmut was 666 meters from the Russian positions. According to OSIN analysts, the photo of the head of the GUR was taken in the area of the nursery garden No. 56 Guselki in Bakhmut. Runya of hers in the comments will be fried to the coals when she finds out. The USA is requesting for new 18 HIMARS RSCVs, which will be handed over to Ukraine, which has an automated fire control system. They allow you to collect together information from intelligence, infantry, artillery, aviation, etc. See give a wildly illuminating operational picture of battles and fire support. Local publics show photos and videos of the destruction of drones in the suburbs of Dnipro and in the region. Currently, Russia maintains a group of 10,200 troops on the territory of Belarus. This is not enough for a repeated attack on the territory of Ukraine. Head of the State Border Service Serhiy Dyanenko. The group, which is in the armed forces of the Russian Federation, is about 10,200 servicemen. It is unable to carry out the task of re-attacking the territory of our state, said Dyanenko. Address of the president at the end of the 308th day of the war. Today I address the annual message to the Verkhovna Rada, about the external and internal situation of Ukraine, about how we all Ukrainians, change the world this year and what we will do next year. Probably, you could already see the main highlights of all these events in the news, or you will see them again. I would like to add one more thing to everything that was done and said today. Add something non-political. Whatever happens and whatever is on your mind, support each other. Necessarily. Please find time to say kind words to those who are close to you, even if they are not people close to you, just to other Ukrainians. Hug your family more often. Tell your friends more often how much you appreciate them. Support colleagues more often. Thank your parents more often. Rejoice with children more often. Take care of Ukraine. Appreciate each other and do everything to help our soldiers every day, to victory. Glory to all our people. Glory to Ukraine. News from within.